Sarah is a woman, ositshengisayo or enosifundisayo as abantu besifazane ukuthi as a woman you have to have faith, you have to be resilient kukho konke, you have to be strong not only for yourself but umuntu wesifazane you do not only carry your burdens but also bear the burdens of your husband, your children, in fact your whole family. So Sarah is demonstrating the power of a woman. So namhlanje I think my message is about the power of a woman. Obviously, I believe we are powerful more than women or more than men. So let's read from verse 5. For in this way, in former times, the holy women who hoped in God used to adorn themselves, being submissive to their husbands and adapting themselves to them. So with the passage, as we have read, as I've read, as I've mentioned, Sarah was a woman who believed in God. She was a woman of faith. So this passage also covers a lot of indigenous women who were holy women who believed only in Christ, who their hopes were only in God. But in that, they also knew and took acknowledgement of that they were wives. So Sarah was not only faithful and obedient and submissive only at church, but also in Asekai. As all of us are here, some ladies, we are also hoping that one day we may be married, we may be having a family of our own. So I think we must look up to Sarah. Sarah was faithful to God and his family and her family. She was not always happy because she didn't have what she was hoping for. She was hoping for a child from God. So when God gave her a son, as God you've given me a son, I'll now focus on my son. I'll now be a supportive mother, a faithful mother, a good mother to only my son. But she continued playing a role as a submissive wife and as a godly woman. I only focus on that. So now I like to remind us we may not only focus on once we get it, as some focus on our duties, we must always remember our roles, not only as children but also in our real lives. So the passage continues by saying, just as Sarah obeyed Abraham, in brackets, following him and having regards for him as head of the house, close bracket, calling him Lord, and you have become her daughters if you do what is right without being frightened by any fear, that is being respectful toward your husband, but not giving in intimidation, nor allowing yourself to be led into sin, nor to be harmed.